ladies and gentlemen, to Mayhem Pro. Welcome to MayhemMania. I am your ring announcer, and tonight, ringside commentator, Shane Hero.
And I'm Matty Huss. And Shane, we have set for a big show tonight here at MayhemMania, including our main event, a match that transcends the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship, Jab defending against Erika Reid.
I was there for the signing of that match, and let me tell you, the tension between those two is off the charts. I don't know if I even want to be sitting ringside for this one. It frankly scares me.
It's a match that transcends even the championship. This match is about the heart and soul of Mayhem Pro.
Absolutely, but when it comes to Mayhem Pro, there's so much more going on tonight, because don't forget, we will be crowning our very first Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions here tonight.
We've been seeing the tournament play out over the last few months. Tonight we have matches taking us through to the final. It's going to be interesting to see who gets through. Do you have a pick?
It's too close to call for me. I could not possibly pick someone.
And speaking of matches too close to call, a grudge match, a dog collar match between Aaron and JXT. And Shane, the loser, leaves Mayhem Pro.
The stakes could not possibly be higher in that one. But what a night this is going to be. It will be absolutely historic here for MayhemMania.
Let's not waste any time, because it's time for Mayhem! It's time for our opening contest!
Let's get it right, Tommy!
Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Matty Huss here at ringside. I'm joined actually by Country Chaos Kano.
Yeah, I'm happy to sit alongside here and listen to you talk, Matty. So, yeah, hopefully we get good action tonight.
Somewhat bittersweet for you seeing this match, though.
Yeah, look, it's unfortunate. Yeah, sitting here, broken ankle and all. So, but look, we'll get back into there soon. Hopefully, August-ish. So.
Your loss is certainly the gain of Happy Gaslow, making their way back into the Mayhem Pro Tag Team Tournament, facing off against these men. The crowd's certainly well behind the physicals here in Bacchus Marsh at the Bacchus Marsh Public Hall, and no wonder the physicals on an absolute tear of late across the Melbourne wrestling scene, fresh off a victory against Team Relentless at the Mayhem Showcase in January 2025. The winner of this match goes through to the final of the Mayhem Pro Tag Team Championship Tournament. And Shane Hero, I think we're in for an absolute banger with this match.
You are correct. This is going to be off the charts between these two teams.
As mentioned before, Happy Gas making their way back into the tournament, thanks in large part, to the injury sustained by Country Chaos Kano. We'll see if they take advantage of this opportunity, but that said, as you're seeing happen right now, well, Zed Nitrox and Happy Kai haven't quite been on the same page of late.
No, that's right. I mean, previously we've seen those two working together extremely well. And as you can see, both teams very popular with the fans here. But you're correct, there's been that tension. Things just haven't been quite clicking.
Happy just loves to have fun. Zed hasn't quite been feeling that though. But let's see if they can get themselves in order. Well, straight away, maybe not quite. Hopefully they can get it together and have a good outing against a fantastic tag team.
That's it. And look, if you're observing right now, it pretty much looks like Happy Kai is taking this serious. He wants to get in there, start the match off.
Yeah, well, opportunities don't come across often for these guys. Like, unfortunately, they're replacing the High Country, myself and Tommy, but look, they've been given a golden opportunity here. Let's hope they really capitalise on that.
You'll notice the lion dance attire Happy Kai is wearing. He's actually the first ever Vietnamese Australian professional wrestler, and he's proudly donning the lion dance attire representing St Albans tonight. Happy Kai locking up Jimmy Castle right here. Work back into the ropes, sent off. Jimmy goes down, he's back up, leap from beautiful.
Hip toss there from Jimmy. That speed and athleticism from Jimmy is going to definitely be the advantage that the physicals both have.
Living up to his nickname, the Fantastic One. Well and truly there. Happy Kai going for a test of strength right now. You'd have to give the advantage here to Happy Kai, surely. He has a few extra kegs on Jimmy Castle, and he works him around. He's got him in the lock.
A few extra kegs, and he's got the spirit of the Iron Lion, apparently, so...
Happy Kai heading up top. Oh, such athleticism balancing here. Sends him down. Beautiful. Beautiful snapmare across ring. Takes him down.
Look at that. You can see both almost very evenly matched with those reversals from each of them.
Oh, double drop kick. Both down, both back up. Sign of respect for the crowd here at Bacchus Marsh.
I don't think the crowd can decide who they want to win this one. I think it's extremely tough to even pick a favourite in this contest.
Well, Happy signaling for his signature Happy ending move, but Zed are having none of that.
No, they've got to be serious with this kind of opportunity. They can't just keep tossing it away with these happy endings and stuff like that. They really need to capitalise on this.
We want to talk about someone capitalising on their opportunities. Zed Nitrox of late across the Victorian scene has been taking every opportunity he has, perhaps to the detriment of his attitude, though. Talking a bit of trash to the Fantastics here. There's Johnny Castle tagging in now. Sign of respect. Well, that's good to see from Zed.
I mean, definitely as of late, you would have to say that Zed has been just showing signs of aggression that we haven't really seen from him in the past. He's acting more ruthless and desperate, and I think that just only highlights how important this Tag Team Championship tournament has been for everyone, and showing in different ways for each competitor. The way it's been impacting.
Well, a beautiful pair of hip tosses and a wonderful drop kick there from Johnny Jets. Oh my goodness, but taken down by Zed. You were talking about that ruthlessness before, Shane.
That's it. That's the aggressive side we really haven't seen from him in the past.
Only a 2 count though, but Zed getting back up into a headlock.
You've got to wonder whether perhaps with two evenly matched, fast-paced teams, is that aggression going to be the thing that gives them the edge?
Well, I'm not sure what happened there. Zed was going for the tag, but seemed to pull away, but now he's missing out on the pin.
Ref distracted and missed a potential pinfall there.
Well, a heavy clothesline by Zed, but now having some words with Happy Kai.
Oh, these guys, they just got to get on the same page. They just feel the tension in this team. It's, tell you what.
Well, Kato, you and Tommy Yake, the High Country, a fantastic team. What do you think that the teams in this match should be trying to think about having to potentially work 2 matches tonight to get to the championship?
You're going to have that ruthless aggression, you're going to have that intensity. Like, you want to win? You want these titles? Work for it. Work hard. Got to have that ruthless spirit, unfortunately. You're not here to make friends, you're here to win gold.
Well, a bit of a faux pas by Happy Kai, tripping on his way into the ring. And Zed, well, he's just not in a good mood at all tonight.
He's just got that aggression back again.
Zed luckily didn't really see that mishap from Happy there. I don't know how well he would have taken that.
Oh, what a beautiful bomb there.
Not something you usually see from Zed Nitrox, but I'll tell you what, he's just got that fire in his eye tonight. It's awe-inspiring.
The tag out to Happy Kai. Well, here we go. Here's some teamwork from Happy Gas. Oh, misses the splash into the corner, but Zed coming off the ropes. Sent to the outside. Oh, my goodness. He scratches his leg on the railing. Two count only for Kai, but sent to the outside from the kick out. A bit of power there from Johnny Jets. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Now, I appreciate that we want to have the ruthless aggression, the competitiveness for the Tag Team Championships, but surely that wasn't necessary by Zed.
I think it's making up for the mishaps in whatever way he can.
Oh, massive elbow drop from Happy Kai. Oh, Jimmy Castle breaking up the pin just in the nick of time.
What are you doing, Anth? What are you doing? What? What do you mean what I'm doing? What do you mean what am I doing? You're not taking
Oh, well, some more dissent between Happy Gas here, and my goodness.
You cannot afford this right now.
Well, certainly showing that spirit of the Lion there.
They've got to concentrate on the match here. They've got to, lose an opportunity here to win.
Well, here comes like a house on fire. Here comes Jimmy Castle, ducks underneath. Oh, beautiful. Oh, hold on. No, into the DDT. One. My goodness.
Yeah, they're a different beast tonight. The physicals, they're feeling very... They're really taking a no-prisoners approach tonight.
Well, he's heading upstairs now. He wants to move quickly, Jimmy Castle, if he wants to take advantage of this situation. And Zed sends Happy Kai into the ropes, crotching Jimmy Castle on the top rope. And an impressive strength of power here from Zed Nitrox. Oh, there's the slam, slamming down Jimmy Castle.
He's taken the no-prisoners approach tonight of Zed Nitrox. It's just so not him tonight.
Well, Happy Kai is the legal man. Zed was onto it there, but Johnny Jets breaking up the pin.
The physicals are just working together as a team so much more effectively in this match, and you cannot deny that.
Well, Zed Nitrox directing traffic here. Happy Kai coming along for the ride. Let's see if we get the happy ending here.
Oh, no.
No, the spinning kick taking out Zed Nitrox. He falls to the outside.
This is not what they need for this match tonight. Not what they need.
Oh, and Jimmy Castle with the roll up. 1, 2. That's it. The physicals advance to the finals of the Mayhem Tag Team Tournament. A hard-fought win nonetheless, but not one fraught with a bit of instability from the other team.
Again, they're just not on that same page tonight, and they had the opportunity. They really had an opportunity tonight, and now it's all gone.
Wow. Well, Happy Kai heading to the back by himself. That is not a very good sign, but the headline out of this match, though, the physicals through to the finals of the Mayhem Pro Tag Team Tournament. Let's not wait, Canada. Let's get straight into more tag team action here.
If anything tonight, it's showing off these tag team divisions of Mayhem Pro, and they're really on fire.
The tag team division, definitely a hallmark of Mayhem Pro Wrestling. These two teams are about to see now. Well, this team, whilst not perhaps morally or virtuistically the most favourite team of the fans, you can't help but respect the talent of the cycle.
Well, they're definitely not welcome in the pub room, mate. They definitely wouldn't be welcome, that's for sure.
The big man Ezekiel, 6'10", 105 kegs. Isaiah, 6 foot, 92 kilo.
Well, they really do have presence here, don't they? Oof.
You want to talk about tag teams being on a tear, the cycle, well, my goodness, the crowd might not like them, but you can't deny their ability. Defeating Elaine Hope and Erika Reid at the Mayhem Pro Showcase in December to advance into the tournament. Defeated JXT and Erika Reid at Showcase in August 2024, and defeated the team we just saw, Happy Gas, at MayhemMania 1. These guys, hey, come on, there's no need for that.
I've got a broken ankle, you bastard.
There's no need for that, Isaiah. Goodness gracious. Not endearing themselves to anyone. A team that does endear themselves Bread and Chips.
Maybe they're a bit more decorum, these blokes.
Well, they certainly are popular here tonight. How can you not love Bread and Chips? Do you trust the crust, Kano?
I trust whatever I get served at the pub when it's a good meal. Maybe a garlic bread. I don't know about the crust. Garlic bread, steak, beer.
Well, just like the baguette in the hands of the Bread King Granite there, it is fresh, and this tag team are fresh. But I tell you what, I can't remember a team in recent memory that have gotten so popular with the crowd so quickly than the Bread King Granite and Fun Time Phil. And Shane, well, we've already seen one fantastic tag team match tonight, another one right at our doorstep.
Oh, that's right, and these two are probably the complete opposite in terms of technical style in the ring from what we just saw. Two very heavy-hitting teams going head-to-head here.
Bread and Chips actually have a victory over the Cycle just in January at the Mayhem Showcase. Bread and Chips, along with Cousin Ali, defeated the Cycle and Nate Hunter. So you'd have to perhaps say that Bread and Chips might have a little bit of the advantage, and Phil throwing the chips out into the crowd, always popular.
Hey, Phil! Chips to Kano! I thought it'd be really nice just to have a pack of chips sitting here so we can have something to enjoy this match with.
Well, I was certainly hoping that Phil might have given us a bag of chips to take.
I think you'll be hard-pressed to see the crowd happier than they've been all night when there was the possibility of free chips on the line.
The crowd with the trust the crust chant coming through loud and strong here, but Bread and Chips are going to need to put in a lot of hard work to get over the Cycle. Undefeated in tag team action here at Mayhem Pro. And we have the bell. Oh, fun time, Phil. Giving Isaiah a little bit of a tap there.
Cheeky devil. Cheeky devil.
Hard kick to the midsection from Isaiah. Well, Braddock already in the world of hurt from the get-go.
Cycle really not liking the crowd here tonight. That's, jeez.
The Cycle are definitely not fan favourites here at Mayhem. Anything but.
But it's hard to deny their ability, though. On an absolute tear in tag team action of late. Big names the Cycle have defeated.
Well, pretty much undefeated here at Mayhem.
The Bread King on an absolute tear here and sends Isaiah down with a flapjack. And here comes Fun Time Phil.
Let the fun times begin.
Indeed, indeed.
Bit of double team activity here, sending Isaiah into the ropes. Double elbow takedown. Oh, Isaiah can't get out of the dodge quick enough, but here comes the big man, 6'10", 105 kilos. Here comes Ezekiel.
Oh, God. He really does tear over in that ring, doesn't he? Jeez, that tall bugger. Good Lord.
What is quite incredible about Ezekiel, though, is not only is he tall, not only is he powerful, he's also very fast. He also is very technically proficient. He is a real dangerous presence in this tag team division.
He's a different beast, that's for sure. Like they don't breed him that tall or that strong or that agile anymore these days.
And despite all of those attributes, perhaps the one thing that you just cannot beat between Isaiah and Ezekiel is the fact that they work together so well as a team. Seamless.
They are incredibly in sync, and for better or for worse, incredibly in sync under the tutelage of Jab as part of the cycle. Oh, a hard right hand there from Isaiah takes Phil down to one knee. Just Phil's looking a bit rocked here as he goes back into the corner. Isaiah with a head of steam, but Phil gets out of the way, tagging in the Bread King. Oh, some more cohesive tag team action here. Oh my goodness, he's just too big, he is just too strong, is Isaiah.
They stopped that momentum right there. Wow, they really had a spot there. Bread and chips. Woof.
You're right, and that is the difference that you're going to see in a team like the Cycle that work together so well that they will take away those opportunities so quickly, which a less experienced team such as Phil and the Bread King just don't have that edge just yet, it seems.
Isaiah sending the Bread King into the corner. Geez, he looks in all sorts here. It's hard kick into the midsection. Bread King desperate to try and get a tag to Funtime Phil, but beautiful tag team wrestling here, isolating Bread King in the opposite corner, and in comes Isaiah.
Tell you what, the Cycle, they are a team that they are like sharks. They sense blood in the water and they'll just dive right at it. You can see that intensity in those eyes. Oh, God, what are they doing here?
Whoa! Taking down the Bread King. The referee really should be taking more control of this match. Isaiah now stepping out, but Phil breaking up the pin. Well, the referee very happy to make sure Phil is out of the ring. Meanwhile, Isaiah sends Braddock back into the corner. I'll be keeping a lookout for what Ezekiel gets up to here.
Whoa, that's just...
Oh, and Ezekiel slapping. That's a choke. That is not a legal maneuver.
That is not legal. Like, the ref really needs to get control of the match here. It's just slipping away from him.
Doesn't matter whether it's legal. If the ref doesn't see it, it doesn't count. And that may be it.
Oh, 2.5 kick out for the Bread King Braddock right there. The crowd now starting to rally behind the Bread King here. Is it going to be enough to get him back to his corner to tag in Funtime Phil? Well, not if Isaiah has anything to say about it. Oh, solid right hand punch, close fist to the head of the Bread King. Isaiah heading back to the corner. Charging. Oh, and he cops an elbow.
That'll learn you.
We're coming back in for round two. A cops a boot to the face now. Is this going to be enough to get the Bread King into the corner? Oh, he goes under. Where has this energy come from? Sends down Isaiah. Celebrates to the crowd that he needs to prioritise getting into that corner, which he does. Here comes Funtime Phil.
Big clothesline there from Funtime Phil.
Gets him up and sends him down with a body slam that has Isaiah absolutely reeling. Oh, and a hard shot, sending Ezekiel down to the floor.
The momentum has definitely shifted here.
Off the ropes, Phil hangs on. Oh, a big boot. Absolutely floors Isaiah. Here comes the Bread King again. He's recuperated a little bit, but Phil has something in mind.
What the?
Well, hold on. What? Blake Malik coming out.
Blake Malik.
What on earth is this about?
This is not the time or place. This is such an important match.
Well, hold on a second. Braddock, turn around. Isaiah shoving him into Phil. Phil falls to the outside.
No.
I think this is our magic killer.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. The Cycle The cycle, in large part thanks to the distraction. Well, let's go to Shane for the official announcement.
Yeah, the cycle really not making friends here tonight, that's for sure.
While the cycle continuing their streak of victories, albeit a tainted one, why on earth was Blake Mallet coming out here?
What is his business today?
Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because these two gentlemen right here, Ezekiel, Isaiah, the cycle are through to the finals of the Mayhem Pro Tag Team Tournament. I'm not saying anything bad.
Tag team champions.
You got one more match to go, boys.
You've got to get through the physicals later this evening to get there. Well, here he is, absolute excellence, and Cava. He's been running absolutely roughshod on Mayhem Pro with his Cava Lock challenge. No one has broken the Cava Lock. Joined at ringside now, Zali Gold joining us here on Color Commentary. Zali, welcome to the broadcast desk.
Matty, Mayhem Maniacs, so good to be with you. Already two sensational tag team matches. We now know our finalists for the inaugural Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions, and yet here's another very, very interesting contest coming directly our way.
An absolute specimen is Anth Cava. 95 kilos of absolute shreddedness. I don't think he's ever seen a carb in his life.
Well, he comes from a land where carbs do not exist, Matty, and by goodness, he's shredded is just an understatement.
And he certainly doesn't lack in confidence, and it's not without reason. The Cava Lock has not been broken here in Mayhem Pro. However, this man has been a thorn on his side, the Musketeer. The silver swashbuckler himself, Zali Gold, and, well, he nearly had a win over Anth Cava at the recent showcase.
Absolutely, so close, and this has become a bit of a storied rivalry. There were certainly some moments between them back at Relentless Rumble 2 and many, many others, and so this is the almost like an ultimate sort of climax here at MayhemMania 2. Can the Musketeer swashbuckle his way past the Cava Lock, or will the Cava Lock reign supreme? Who knows?
He was very close to doing that last time. It was only because of a low blow that Anth Cava managed to defeat the Musketeer at Mayhem Showcase. In fact, the first time in Mayhem, the Cava has won a match without using the Cava Lock. Well, no love lost between these two gentlemen. The Musketeer has been a thorn in the side of Anth Cava for months now in Mayhem Pro. This match has been building for quite some time.
Absolutely it has.
Indeed it has. I mean, if looks could kill, they'd already both be lying on the canvas. And that just shows the intensity of that rivalry between these two pros in Australian professional wrestling.
It's an interesting clash of styles between two here. The powerhouse, the heavy hitter that is Anth Cava, whereas the Musketeer, he is so lightning quick and agile in that ring.
Look, I've had the privilege of working alongside another wrestler that Anth is often compared to, the masterpiece Chris Masters, and the parallels between those two are many. And let me tell you, the advantage that someone like an Anth Cava has is that strength. When he locks in that Cava Lock, you really have no opportunity to be able to break that. It is the kind of move that rarely comes along in wrestling.
But the longer this match goes on, I say the more it favours the Musketeer, because Cava, what as he's doing now, he's getting the lock in.
Could be that Cava lock once again. It is just it is sort of untouchable at the moment, but Musketeer with a great counter there, gentlemen.
The ring awareness and agility of the Musketeer managing to avert disaster, but and Cava slings him over the top rope. Cava very quickly back in control.
And you saw narrowly escaping because the fingers were not locked on the Cava lock.
1-2 count by Anth Cava there. He's going for it again.
Well, still wearing down the Musketeer with those pinfall attempts, and even if the fingers weren't locked in, that Cava lock is just such a devastating manoeuvre. It could be... And now a huge slam. Wow, call for the chiropractors on that one.
Another 2 count for Anth Cava. You can see the frustration starting to build in absolute excellence here. He just can't quite get the Musketeer down. I think it's going to take a lot more. The Musketeer has more heart than anyone I can imagine in Mayhem Pro.
He does indeed, and you can hear our Mayhem Maniacs getting right behind him. The Mayhem Maniacs, aka in this case, the Volunteer Musketeer Army.
Oh, off the ropes, Cava with the knee to the gut sends the Musketeer absolutely inside out. Cava now slowing down the pace. This is more his style. This is how he would want to be taking control of the match.
Absolutely, using that power to advantage. Big, heavy blows, big, heavy shoulder clashes, and down goes the Musketeer.
Look at just the strength on display here. It's not just a clever nickname. Absolute excellence is an accurate description of what you see from Anth Cava every time he's in that ring.
What strength from absolute excellence. Anth Cava there absolutely flummoxed the Musketeer into the corner.
Absolutely. I think I saw the ring move 2 or 3 centimetres there, Matty and Shane. That is the power of Anth Cava. Protein personified, but it also can backfire against him like that.
Well, the power of Cava, but the agility of the Musketeer getting out the way. Oh, what agility, sliding over the top, off the ropes, going for the discus lariat, but here's the Cava lock again. He's got it locked in.
This mistake could have cost him the match. No!
Oh, what a beautiful counter by the Musketeer. He has got the Cava lock scouted. There it is. There's the discus lariat.
Absolutely, this could be a major upset, and he's learning fast, the Musketeer. He's still relatively new to the business of professional wrestling, but every time he adds more manoeuvres to his knife belt, so to speak.
And credit to the Musketeer, he's hanging in much longer than I anticipated in this match.
The Musketeer tried to cover up for the Lady de Winter belly-to-belly suplex, but Cava managing to seize control of the match again. A picture-perfect spinebuster, signalling once again for the Cava lock.
He wants to lock it in and keep that record going. And here it is. Look, I think he's got it locked in. I think I can see the hands locked from my vantage point, and it's not looking good for the Musketeer.
He's got that cinched in really well. Perfect ring position, dead centre. The Musketeer is a long way to go to get to the ropes. He was so close. Cava bringing him back into the middle.
No, we can call it at this point, surely. This has got to be it.
Yeah, Musketeer trying to hang in there, trying to tap into the energies of the Volunteer Army. But as you say, the ring is dissected. It couldn't be any more dead center if you tried. And he's fading.
The arm is down once. The arm is down twice. If it goes down one more time, the match is over.
No!
Good God almighty!
The Musketeer rallying on the energy of this crowd. Is it going to be enough to get him back into the match, though? Wait a minute. Is he going to break the Cava lock?
Surely not.
I've never seen anyone break the Cava lock. The Musketeer. Look at this energy he's getting out of nowhere. Oh my God! He's broken the Cava lock. I have never seen anyone break the Cava lock like that.
Absolutely, Anth Cava doesn't know what's hitting, but right now he does.
The Lady de Winter. 1, 2. Oh my goodness! The Musketeer.
Unbelievable moment here at MayhemMania.
Well, let's go to Shane Hero for the official announcement, but my goodness, what a win! No one has ever broken the Cava lock here in Mayhem Pro until tonight. The Musketeer, what an amazing victory.
Absolutely. He continues to rise up the swashbuckling ranks, and a huge crowd here at Bacchus Marsh right behind him, volunteering their support. Maybe that got him through, but it's a perfectly with hang on what's happening here, Matty.
And Cava looks absolutely devastated, but holding out his hand. A sign of respect from absolute excellence at Cava. And in return from the Musketeer. Even Aunt Cava has to admit that was an exceptional performance from the Musketeer.
Absolutely chivalry, so to speak, or manners of some sort. And the Musketeer pulls up, well, I'd have to say an upset and possibly the biggest win of his career so far, Matty.
Oh, undoubtedly the biggest victory of the Musketeer's career so far. Raking the Cavalock and then absolutely dropping Aunt Cava with the Lady to Winter belly-to-belly suplex. What an amazing win. What a moment for the Musketeer here in Bacchus Marsh at MayhemMania 2. 6-man Mayhem Mosh Pit match. And right now we're about to be perhaps graced with the presence, if you will, of the Golden Child. Here comes Nate Hunter. Nate is being accompanied to the ring this evening by the big man, Xavier St. Clair, 6'3", 100 kgs. Say what you will about his attitude, but you can't deny that Nate Hunter is certainly a young up-and-comer, a very, very talented professional wrestler. It's just a shame his attitude isn't quite as good as his in-ring ability.
Well, they're kind of close. I'll give credit where it's due. He sometimes calls himself the fastest rising star, and he's certainly rising fast. And I did hear that those T-shirts he's wearing, Nate Hunter is my favourite wrestler. They're selling like hotcakes, but that's according to Nate.
But Nate is just one competitor in this 6-man match. Back to the ring to Shane Hero. A man we saw earlier in the evening, Blake Malik, coming out for his own match now. We still don't know why he interfered in the tag team match, though.
Well, absolutely. I'm still not sure what his problem with stunt time Phil is, but he was out, as we saw in that earlier match, which may have cost him that match. Sorry.
It was here in Bacchus Marsh in 2024 that Blake Malik had an absolute barn burner of a match against Mitch Waterman. Blake Malik is not someone to take lightly in the squared circle.
Well, absolutely. He proved himself, so I'm not really sure what's on his mind. I'll have to try to get back to him later. But the middle core maestro making his way to the ring as part of this 6-man mosh pit match.
Blake Malik with a target on his chest there, around his abdomen, the tape there. That's certainly going to have to be something that his opponents in this match take advantage of. Well, here's a man who is betting on himself.
Well, he thinks he's odd on for this match, Matty, but I have to, with all due respect, his fashion sense with that shirt might not be quite odds on.
I certainly wouldn't be able to pull off that shirt, but I tell you what, Ben Barrett, since coming back from a prolonged period on the sidelines with injury, he has a new energy, a new attitude. He's betting on himself. He's feeling good. He's the gambler. Is it going to be a successful bet tonight in the Mayhem Mosh Pit match?
Does he hold the ace? 3 more opponents to emerge.
Well, not if this man has anything to do with it. The next competitor in the Mayhem Mosh Pit match. The veteran, Jake Navarro. Jake Navarro, the most experienced competitor in this match, made his debut back in 2010. Fresh off a victory at the Mayhem Showcase where Team Relentless defeated the Physicals. I consider Jake Navarro to be a favourite to win this match.
Well, he is relentless, and he's going to need relentlessness in this 6-man Mosh Pit match. 2 more of our competitors to emerge.
Well, time to get up and about. It's Tommy A, baby! The Mayhem Bro going solo tonight. Country Chaos Kano on the sidelines with his injury, which means we see Tommy A back in singles action.
I think Country Chaos Kano wants to grab the mic, so he's too big to argue with.
I'm not going to argue with that. He's still a very intimidating presence. Tommy A, however, a big unit himself. His first time in singles action here in Mayhem Pro in a while. A big opportunity for Tommy A to shine in singles action, but he's going to have to contend. Oh, well, with this big man, one of the hottest, fastest rising stars here in Mayhem Pro. It's time to pump it up. It's pumping Paul Fury. Kano Pump and Paul is on an absolute massive rise here. What a massive cheer from the crowd.
He's definitely a crowd favourite, but Tommy A, he's in here today, so he's got a hard opponent right there.
Have you been doing any work on the sidelines with Tommy A, getting him ready for this big singles match at the Mayhem Mosh Pit?
Oh, you know, mate, he's a rare own beast. He can everything I've taught him will be in the ring tonight. So,
and Shane, this is a very interesting match. We've got such a breadth, such of a difference of experience amongst competitors here. We've got Jake Navarro, the seasoned veteran, debuted 2010. We've got someone like Pumpin' Paul Fury, who's only very fresh on the scene. And Tommy A finding himself in a precarious position.
What's wrong with this crowd?
I don't think now is the time to dance, I don't think.
No.
Paul Fury with a massive spear. Takes down Nate Hunter as well. Paul Fury is a house of fire. Another spear. Jake Navarro, a brave man, stepping up to Paul Fury. Massive kick to the midsection, trying to work the arm. Gets him wrenched, but Paul Fury reverses it, sends him over.
And there you go. I think, personally, Jake Navarro is my pick in this match. The experience that he has got to give him the edge.
No! Oh, well, look out, everyone coming back to the ring. Look, a sensible move, if nothing else. But the crowd, a very Paul Fury-friendly crowd. None too happy with that ganging up on Pumpin' Paul.
But you saw that was orchestrated. I would credit that with Jake Navarro, who's had the foresight to realise what was coming if he didn't get himself out of dodge.
Well, Ben Barrett off the ropes. Big boot taking down Nate Hunter. The gambler, Ben Barrett, betting on himself tonight, and he's feeling pretty good about his bet. Pretty sure that Barrett's got a multi riding on the rest of the show as well. He'll want this leg to get up, though. He's going to want to stand out in this Mayhem Mosh Pit match. Gamble responsibly, of course. Xavier St. Clair up on the ring apron. What's he doing? Why is he getting up there? Oh, whoa!
He is paying dividends, is what he's doing.
Xavier St. Clair, he's a dangerous individual, this man. He's 6'3". He's a mixed martial artist who is trained under Olympic and UFC athletes. He's an intimidating presence, but what's his deal, though? Like, what's the go with Xavier St. Clair? Tommy A down here at the announce position, getting some words of support. Meanwhile, here comes Paul Fury, takes out Nate Hunter from behind. The Boston Crab, Nate Hunter's signature move there. Not enough, though. Paul Fury, beautiful vertical suplex, taking down Nate Hunter.
But I tell you what, Paul Fury's got to keep an eye on all comers here. He's in a very vulnerable position.
Jake Navarro taking control once again in this match. A number of talent on the outside and just slowing down the pace. Jake Navarro with Paul Fury in the corner.
Would you like a water, Tom? Tom, I've got a water bottle. Would you like a drink? Just sneak it in. You're out there. Where is it? Want a drink? Here, take a drink.
I think Tommy A's going to need more than a drink because here's Paul Fury once again.
Have a drink. Have a drink. Have a drink.
Jake Navarro once again. Whoa!
How about that teamwork? How about that teamwork right there? Tommy A having a drink.
Malik, he hasn't done much so far in this match, but making his way in strategically, waiting on the outside. Oh, he's taken down! A massive right hand by Paul Fury in midair.
What power there from Fury!
Oh, but here's Tommy A sliding back in. Super kick! Oh, he's out. Paul Fury is out. No, not the time to dance, Tommy A, because right behind you.
I've taught you well, son. I've taught you well.
Right behind him was a big 6'6" gambler, Ben Barrett. Here's Nate Hunter sliding back in. Kicks to the midsection by Barrett. He's going to go. He's going to take him. He's going. Well, he was trying to get him up, but Nate Hunter managing to reverse it. Favouring the leg there, actually, Ben Barrett. But wow, I tell you what, impressive Alabama slam from Nate Hunter. I wasn't expecting that kind of strength there.
In a submission as well. This could be it. Nate Hunter, impressive here tonight.
I do believe Tommy is climbing up to the high red district right there.
Tommy A up to the top row.
Oh, he's taken the opportunity.
Oh, a big frog splash! Tommy A with the pin. 1, 2. Barrett breaking it up. It's one fall to a finish in this match. This isn't an elimination match. One fall to a finish. So very smart by Barrett to try and get that pin broken up. Tommy A sending Barrett over the top rope. Well, Tommy A now large and in charge, taking control in the ring.
Of the ring. That's where we want him. That's
was
where we
that
want
a
him.
smart move? Because now Tommy with no choice but to go to the outside. Will this pay off?
That's the Tommy A we know.
It doesn't do anything to win in matches, though, and it's not going to do him any favours.
Oh, turn around.
Paul Fury stalking Tommy A.
Oh, crikey. Tommy,
off the ropes, Fury sending Tommy A into half the competition, but Xavier St. Clair sending Nate Hunter back into the ring. Paul Fury doesn't realise that Hunter slipped in behind him. Oh, well, a hard blow, but doesn't do anything to shake Paul Fury. He is feeding off this energy of the crowd. He's got him pumped up.
And you'll look at those big shots there from Hunter, trying to take the big man down with no success.
That's not appropriate for a kid's show.
Oh my goodness, Fury!
Oh God!
Oh my God, Fury throws Nate Hunter completely out to the outside, but Xavier St. Clair is slid into the ring. Two big men here. What is Xavier's deal? Misses the clothesline off the ropes. Spear from Paul Fury. A spear taking out Xavier St. Clair. And the gambler sending down Paul Fury, but look out, Tommy A back into the action, lining up that super kick, and he nails it.
Oh, Tommy A missing an opportunity there.
Nate Hunter back into the fray.
It just shows you cannot waste a second in a match like this.
But look out, Blake Malik up to the top rope. He's going to have something to say about this. Oh! Manages to break up the move. Very athletic. Didn't quite get all of a DDT, but hey, it served its purpose. It broke up one pin, just as Jack Navarro broke up another. Wait a minute, Navarro slides in. 1, 2. Oh, Nate Hunter manages to kick out the wily veteran, Jake Navarro.
Absolutely. There's that experience showing once again, capitalizing.
Another 2 count there. Not enough to put Nate Hunter down for the count. Jake Navarro having some choice words with the referee. Meanwhile, Paul Fury slips back into the ring. This crowd. Oh, kick to the midsection. Oh, pushes him to the corner. Fury, spear, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. If only you can get the cover. He has Fury up. Oh, hold on, Blake Malik is back. Oh, schoolboy. 1, 2. Oh, Paul Fury kicks out of 2 3/4. Oh, Blake Malik. That is the athleticism we've come to know from Blake Malik. He's been quiet in this match, but I think he's been very strategic. And wait a minute. Funtime Phil is out here.
Turnabout is fair play. This is exactly what Blake did earlier during Phil's match.
Blake Malik needs to take a leaf out of his own book, not get distracted by Funtime Phil, because he still has Paul Fury in the ring. He still has the rest of the competitors at ringside. Anything can still happen, but Funtime Phil doing a good job distracting Malik.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Spear! And the straps are off. This crowd are absolutely electric for Paul Fury. He's got him on his side. Can he finish the job? He has Malik up. Sets him down. 1, 2, 3. Paul Fury. The biggest win of the young competitor's career. Pumping Paul Fury. Pumping Paul Fury. A massive win in front of an absolutely electric crowd. They're on their feet. Pumping Paul Fury has his crowd absolutely wrapped. What a win. What a way to start the year for Pumping Paul Fury and Mayhem Pro.
Oh, just... Tommy A, once... You know what? I need a break, okay? Where's Sally? Where's Zoe Gold? I need a 10-minute break. This is unbelievable.
Country, Chaos, Kano, none too pleased with Tommy A not getting the victory. He's certainly in the minority because this absolute crowd here are absolutely loaded. Pumping Paul Fury celebrating with the crowd. Massive victory for the young gun here at Mayhem Pro MayhemMania 2. Zylie Gold back at ringside here. Matty Huss here on the call with you. And my goodness, here comes the dog collar.
Referee Josh bringing it out here, Matty. Too much to the, wolves and barks of our Mayhem Maniacs here at Bacchus Marsh. And my goodness me, a few people also, though, quite stunned to the side of the dog collar match.
In this match, a dog collar match, JXT and Aaron will be chained together. And it is more than just a physical chaining together. It's symbolic of these two men's careers, as right now we see Aaron making his way to ringside. A man who has completely devoted himself to jab and the cycle.
Well, absolutely so. Much to my disbelief, I mean, he betrayed Mayhem Pro some months ago, joined the cycle, and there's been absolute furious rivalry between himself and his opponent tonight. Will this settle it at Mayhem Mania 2 once and for all? That is the question, Matty Huss. Well, we're only moments away from finding out here in Bacchus Marsh, Victoria, Australia.
It was here in Bacchus Marsh in June of 2024. Mayhem Pro, Anarchy Rules 2, when, well, the former Jurassic Punk Sid Parker surrendered himself to the cycle after Parker, or Aaron as we know him now, failed to defeat Jab, which effectively dissolved the prehistoric death cult. Since then, Aaron has completely devoted himself to Jab and the cycle, much to the chagrin of the Mayhem maniacs, especially those here tonight. But one man who has had massive issue with Aaron and the Disciple is this man about to make his way to the ring.
Absolutely.
There he is. JXT, arguably the heart and soul of Mayhem Pro. Zali, not only is this a dog collar match, this is a loser leaves Mayhem Pro match. I can't imagine a world without JXT and Mayhem Pro.
Well, that's the thing. I can't imagine Mayhem Pro without either of these two people. I mean, I'm still, to some degree...
At Relentless Rumble 3, JXT and Aaron had a match that ended in very controversial fashion. JXT actually got himself disqualified after keeping Aaron locked in the sharpshooter for far too long after the bell had rung, and in a rage, JXT pile drove the referee. He got himself banned from Mayhem Pro for the rest of last year, but now the ban is lifted. The rematch between these two has been set. We're about to see it now. It's a dog collar match with the loser leaving Mayhem Pro Wrestling, not just for the rest of the year, not just for the rest of the decade, but forever.
The stakes cannot possibly get higher in wrestling than a loser leaves town match.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, look, I don't agree with what Aaron has done. I'd be the first to say that. I've known him for a long time. I still don't quite understand what the motivation was, but I can't imagine Mayhem Pro without either of these two individuals. And now they're being tied together in the dog collar.
Both men debuting at the start of the 2010s. They are both exceptionally experienced, accomplished competitors. I just can't imagine what we're going to see here tonight.
I think there's, as I say, there's this mixed reaction from our Mayhem Maniacs here, gentlemen. Half of the crowd are, well, barking away, but half are just stunned by this being attached together in the dog collar.
Well, the stakes are high not only for the wrestlers, but for the fans who are invested in both of these men, both JXT and the man formerly known as Sid Parker, the Jurassic Punk. This is going to change the face of Mayhem Pro after tonight, because one of these men will be gone.
JXT has been incredibly frustrated and at odds with the cycle all through 2024. Tonight, he needs to make sure he channels all that anger, that rage, that frustration into the match, because he needs to be on his game. Otherwise, he could be gone from Mayhem forever.
Well, absolutely. Aaron, the cycle, they've just extremely let JXT's blood to boil, and well, it's boiling over right now as there's a tug of war on that chain that links the two of them together, and then wow, look at this, watching nose to nose.
The intensity in the ring. Both men need to make sure they keep a level head, because losing your head in a match like this, an incredibly dangerous match like a dog collar match, will only spell disaster.
But will it be possible for someone like JXT to keep a level head when tensions are so high in a match like this?
Well, how can you when the cycle have absolutely changed the face of Mayhem Pro? A promotion that JXT, his blood, his sweat, his tears, his energy is in this promotion. The cycle have been running roughshod, and Aaron, well, what a betrayal that was. And JXT takes Aaron down with the chain. Oh my goodness, Aaron is already rocked at the outset.
Well, absolutely so. He's trying to clear the cobwebs and get back to his feet. But yeah, JXT...
Aaron's busted open as well.
Very early on, yeah, I'm not surprised. That was a pretty vicious wrap of the chain. And this is, as you say, JXT is just going to have to be on that edge. He doesn't want to lose his temper, but if he can channel that emotion in the right way, it could be the decisive factor in this amazing match.
Don't discount the devotion that you're seeing here from Aaron, to have forsaken his name, to have forsaken his friends, his family, to have joined Jab. The kind of mentality that takes will allow him to go to places we've never seen him go before. And we are seconds into this match. He is already busted open.
Well, he needs to figure out how to get to those places. JXT sending him over the top rope, getting a jolt from the chain himself. You've got to remember as well, the chain is equal parts a weapon, but definitely very much a hindrance. JXT getting a little bit of whiplash from the chain in that instance.
Well, absolutely. And for a moment, Aaron trying to escape out the front door of our venue here at Bacchus Marsh, and he would have taken JXT with him on the bus back to Melbourne.
JXT very much controlling this match from the outset.
Look at this. JXT choking Aaron there up against the turnbuckles. Up against the ring post there.
Well, absolutely, the metal to the spine, and our referee just knew nothing about that, but there's a great
Aaron
counter.
dragging JXT, slamming him into the ring post there. Absolutely brutal hit on JXT. Finally, an opportunity for Aaron to get some sense of momentum back to this match.
That's right, and that is just an example of how this dog collar, that chain, is a double-edged sword, because in just a moment, just like that, it can go from friend to foe in this match, and the chain will not be taking sides, unfortunately.
JXT trying to lock in the sharpshooter, the move that got him disqualified and kicked out of Mayhem for over a number of months, but Aaron manages to kick him off, manages to get some salvation, at least for the time being. Ooh, getting minis. He's going to go for that pile driver. He's got him up.
Looks like a walk by JXT, and JXT once again looking for a sharpshooter or perhaps a crab. No, a slingshot into the buckle. Aaron meet the buckle.
Big stinger splash from JXT into the corner. JXT still looking to utilise that chain as he should, wrapping it around the forehead, wrapping it around the head of Aaron here. What on earth? JXT, a vicious side, and a bulldog out of the corner.
Well, the thing is, that chain digging into that open wound, and if Aaron loses more blood, that's going to weaken him and make it easier for JXT to win the match.
Aaron's going to be starting to feel woozy. He's going to be starting to see double vision. That blood is going to be getting into his eyes. This is a big opportunity for JXT to try end this quickly, and that's what you want to do in a dog collar match.
Well, he's now going up to the high ring district. I don't want to think what he's got in mind. Aaron, well, slowly trying to get to the vertical base.
Oh, Aaron pulling JXT. Aaron pulls JXT off the top rope. Forward flip by JXT, absolutely slamming hard on the mat. Now Aaron needs to take advantage of this opportunity. He needs to collect himself, get himself back together, and try to get some control of this match. And wrapping the chain around, choking JXT.
Well, I think he telepathies in with you, Matty. Shane, that chain wrapped around the neck. That's obviously not a great place for JXT to be.
Definitely not. And we just saw once again, going from the top rope, being pulled down by that chain. You have to just change your game plan up completely in a match like this. You cannot rely on the things that normally work for you, because in just an instant, that dog collar will come back into play, as we just saw for JXT.
That DDT from Aaron taking it equally out of Aaron as it did JXT. JXT now busted open as well. He must have landed on the chain.
Well, absolutely. Both busted open, so if there's blood loss, it's hardly really, it can never really be an advantage. It's now, neutralised for each competitor, and they're tied together. And look, just the looks enough could cause damage. And then you've got a chain, and then you've got this heated rivalry. I've almost never seen anything like it, gentlemen.
Aaron throwing up the cycle hand symbol before, now stalking JXT, grabbing the chain, wrapping around the void of JXT, trying to get more blood, trying to open that wound up even more.
The thing is, the referee can do nothing about it. There are no disqualifications in this contest. It's just pinfall, submission, and they're tied together, linked together in that horrible dog collar and chain.
The crowd rallying behind JXT, and that dog collar, Zali and Shane, it means so much more than just being physically held together. as Aaron with a massive kick absolutely rattles JXT. It is a symbol of how connected these two have been throughout their careers. JXT on social media earlier this week perfectly articulated just how intertwined the careers of these two men have been. This match, well, frankly, has been a long time coming, but I'm sure that no one expected it in these circumstances. Aaron with a head of steam, massive flying kick, rattling JXT. JXT's in all sorts. That wound has opened up even more.
And our referee just having, I think they had talking to JXT, checking whether he's fit to continue. That wound is very much open, a very unpretty sight here. JXT trying to get the faithful to rally him here. It's everything he can get.
Aaron has gone into another zone here. He has a vicious look on his face. Oh, but not good enough. Misses the kick there. JXT still with enough volition to get out of the way.
Absolutely a nasty spill into the buckles and then the mat by Aaron, but he's still got the wherewithal to come out the back door, and now he's still using that chain as a weapon.
Just absolute viciousness, and once again, you have to really appreciate that this has taken Aaron to a whole new level. The Jurassic Punk was already a vicious competitor, but what we're seeing here tonight is a totally new side of him that I never even expected to see out of him.
Aaron with the chain wrapped around his fist and slams it into the void of JXT.
Well, absolutely. I'm just almost needing to take a few deep breaths here. And he's not just, say, taking one strand of the train. He's got three, using sort of three lots of it together to go around the neck, tripling the agony. Unbelievable stuff. And Aaron looks like he's now in charge of this match.
And you see the gesture there, the symbolism. That for Aaron, this is in devotion to jab. That this viciousness that he is doing to someone like JXT, who he has known for so many years, to be treating him in this way.
Aaron driving JXT down, 1-2, only a 2 count there.
JXT having to dig deep to kick out, and he's kicked out, but you can see him struggling to remotely get back to his feet, still on his side on the canvas.
A normal man on a night unlike this would have allowed themselves to have been pinned, to have given up, to have let the match end. But for JXT in front of the Mayhem Maniacs, with his career here at Mayhem on the line, there is so much at stake here for JXT. It's going to take a lot for him to allow his shoulders to be pinned to the mat for a 3 count.
Aaron signaling he wants to finish it, going for the pile driver, but JXT reverses it, sends Aaron over, gets himself a moment of reprieve. JXT, he really needs to take advantage of this moment to compose himself and try and get control back in this match, because Aaron, well, he seemingly has gone into another gear. He is just completely on another planet. He is zoned in. The crowd rallying behind JXT as he tries to pull himself up in the corner. Can't quite do so. Aaron also struggling to get to his feet. Gosh, this match has already taken so much out of these gentlemen.
Blood flowing into the right eye of JXT as he somehow gets at least halfway to his feet.
Trying to will the crowd on.
Absolutely, the Mayhem Maniacs behind him, but they clothesline each other, and more minor advantage to JXT. Now it's even. This is just shock and awe.
How are they both still standing at this point?
JXT wrapping the chain around his fist, so the double clothesline takes both men down. The referee is only here to count a pin, to count a submission.
Well, they both collapsed. To quote a famous saying, you cannot beat the laws of physics. They both went down, and now just flat out on the canvas, but there's no count-outs in this. It's a matter of who could get possibly to their feet first, gather some momentum to try to finish this. JXT and almost close to the Crimson Mask.
The crowd rallying behind JXT, trying to will him to his feet, trying to will him to victory in this match. JXT doing everything he can, but he can't. He falls back to the ground and now finds himself face to face with Aaron. Crimson masks upon both men's face. Hard right hand from Aaron. Return fire from JXT. How have these two men got such energy to throw these massive silos at each other?
Oh, I don't know what tanks they're kind of digging into, but they're deep on reserve tank, and there's no refueling jet to refuel them. They're just digging deep with everything: pride, adrenaline, heart, as well as their experience, and a huge blow from JXT.
They are digging deep because they know that there is no more opportunity after tonight. This is it for these two. They will never have the opportunity to face each other here in Mayhem again. One way or another, one man is leaving here tonight.
And here comes JXT. Sends Aaron flying, sends him into the corner, sends him flying again, using the chain as an advantage. JXT has found another gear. This might be his last shot, his last burst of adrenaline. JXT needs to finish this now. Aaron, oh my goodness, what a state he is in as JXT gets the chain, picks him up, sends him down with a spine buster.
Well, absolutely. To quote JXT's beloved Western Bulldogs, he'll keep on snarling through and through, and he's doing that somehow. But if I knew how he was doing it and could find that secret, I'd be the richest human in the world, because I don't know where he's getting it from. And Aaron now flat on his back on the canvas. JXT trying to climb the tall timber, and he's got something in mind, and I don't want to think what it is.
Oh, well, look at this. After... Oh.
A chain-loaded elbow drop from JXT. Goes to the cover. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Aaron somehow manages to kick out.
Another, look, to paraphrase another apt quote, Aaron found a way. Somehow, some way, Aaron has found it within himself to keep himself in this match.
Well, absolutely, and he's now staggering to his feet. He must have dumped back for some Jurassic energy, perhaps, is about the only thing I can think of.
JXT, he wants to finish this now. He's lining Aaron up. He gets him. Aaron pulling the referee in, trying to save himself. Well, you can't blame him in the context of this match. Hard elbow sends JXT back to the corner. Aaron needs to be putting his energy into JXT, not into the referee. Referee shoves Aaron into JXT. JXT has him up, sets him down. This man needs to get the cover. He needs to get the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Oh my God! How did Aaron kick out of that?
We were a second away from never seeing Aaron here in Mayhem again.
Not even a second, Shane. Not even a second.
Was there any space? There must have been the most minimal of space between hand and canvas. JXT now looking for the sharpshooter, trying to get Aaron over, and he's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
JXT, the sharpshooter locked in. This is the move that got JXT barred from Mayhem Pro for the tail end of 2024. Aaron struggling with every ounce of energy he can muster to get to the bottom rope. JXT, oh my God, the energy and the aggression from JXT as he's got this sharpshooter locked in.
JXT screaming for Aaron to tap.
Oh my goodness!
What was that?
What was that?
A flash of flame blinding the referee.
The referee is in agony and blinded.
Oh, the referee.
Aaron was tapping there. JXT thinks the match is over. JXT believed he heard that tap.
Our referee is down.
Farious tactics from Aaron. You can't really blame him in the context of this match, but the referee is down. JXT thought he had the victory, and the chain is off. The chain is off. Aaron with a low blow, and the chain that is connecting the two of them is off. This is not good for JXT. Aaron, the chain in his hands, wrapping it, binding JXT.
Tying him up like a bundle. JXT is helpless.
A desperate man will do desperate things. Look at this. This is uncalled for.
JXT can hardly move, and he's bound up in that chain. And Aaron is free. Super kick. Absolutely rocking JXT, but he somehow hasn't fallen. Super kick number 2, JXT, amazing. He's still on his feet, and he's hyping up.
3 super kicks. Finally, he falls to his knees.
Oh my goodness, Aaron, he's signaling for it. He wants to finish this. I still can't believe that he's out of the chain, wrapping it around the head of JXT. Surely he's not going to pile drive him.
So do it. No, don't.
No! Aaron with the chain assisted pile driver. Here comes another ref. Aaron with the cover. No. JXT kicks out.
Where the goddamn did he get the energy or the will or something to do that?
Aaron cannot believe it. A chain assisted pile driver and you referee, and JXT still kicks out. He does not want to leave Mayhem. Oh my God.
He's taken out another official.
Aaron is absolutely out of control.
kicking the referee to the ground. JXT has not moved since he kicked out. That might have been his last ounce of breath, his last ounce of energy.
I can't believe there would be much more left in the tank for JXT. He just took 3 direct super kicks to the face, unprotected, unable to defend himself with his arms chained to his sides.
Aaron reaching under the ring. Oh my God, look at that face. Look at that face. That is pure evil intentions on the mind of Aaron. And there's a table! Materializing from under the ring with a table. Oh, Aaron smearing his blood on the table.
Again, this is that sick devotion to jab on full display.
Aaron sliding the table into the ring. JXT barely moving after a trio of super kicks. Here goes the third referee trying to help our original official, but he's been in the ring. Aaron setting up the table. JXT still hardly moving. Says and checking on the other referees. He's going to have to jump in. This is his match now. Well, there's no one else either willing or able, and I'm sure as hell sitting here. I can tell you that now. What has Aaron got in mind with that table? JXT trying desperately to pull himself up. I know that he loves Mayhem Pro. I know no one wants to see him leave, but surely in the interest of his health and well-being, he might just have to stay down.
As much as the fans would not want to see JXT leave Mayhem, we want to see him be able to walk.
Oh, Aaron biting the open wound of JXT. That is disgusting.
You have to believe the fans here would prefer to see JXT at least be able to walk out under his own strength rather than continue this match.
Aaron up to the top rope with choice words, yelling, screaming at the referee. JXT knocking Aaron down, crunching him on the top rope.
Where has he found the energy to do this?
Desperate move. I think that's intuition rather than anything planned. And he's desperately now trying to turn the tide, grabbing that chain, looking for a superplex perhaps through the table. JXT returning the favour, wrapping the chain around the head of Aaron, who's still perched on the top rope. Possibly the last stand of JXT right here. No, he's not going to go for a pile driver through the table. He's not going to do it. Oh my God! JXT with a chain-assisted pile driver through the table. He needs to roll over and get the cover. Save your career, JXT. 1, 2, 3. He's done it. He has done it. Getting banned from Mayhem Pro. Repeated attacks from the cycle. The betrayal of Aaron. None of that could stop him. None of those could stop him. And Aaron could not stop him tonight. But Zali, Aaron has to leave Mayhem Pro. Well, that's the thing. I'm in just in absolute shock at awe how JXT fought his way through that. But Aaron now absolutely, virtually motionless on the canvas, and it's goodbye, Aaron. I don't know how he dumped that out, and we need some help out the back for our referees. JXT defiantly taking off the chain, somehow amazingly able to make his way to the back on his own 2 feet. Aaron is still lifeless in the ring. JXT has defeated Aaron. JXT is still in Mayhem Pro.
Do you want to be a pro wrestler? Then sign up now to the Relentless School of Pro Wrestling.
Located 50 minutes west of Melbourne, with a full gym, strength and conditioning coaches, a nutritionist, and world-travel professional wrestling coaches to help you achieve your goal in professional wrestling business. Whether you want to be a wrestler, a manager, referee, or just involved in the industry, with no tryout required, the Relentless School of Pro Wrestling is here to help you achieve your goals.
All you have to do to start your journey is sign up now to be relentless.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Renegades of Wrestling Championship.
Zali, we are back for another half of amazing Mayhem Mania action. And what a match we've got right now. The Renegades of Wrestling World Championship on the line here at Mayhem Mania.
Absolutely part of the great Australian wrestling scene, our great friends at Renegades of Wrestling. And my goodness, we've got an absolute cracker of a match, which our colleague Shane Hero is about to introduce.
The filthiest player in the game, Geelong's own Scotty Roach. He won an over-the-top rope battle royale at the Mayhem Showcase to earn the right to be the #1 contender to challenge for the Renegades of Wrestling World Championship. He is hyped up. He is ready to go. What an opportunity.
He's filthy ready, all right. An absolute stalwart of Mayhem Pro. Been around for many years. Took a break. Back better, bigger, bolder than ever. And he's going to be a very strong degree of competition for the Renegades of Wrestling champion who is about to emerge. This is going to be one heck of a back and forth match.
And a match that has extra implications tomorrow, Sunday. The Renegades of Wrestling World Championship. Well, there are implications at Renegades show tomorrow, but it could be a new champion going into that show over in Northcote. It could be Scotty Roach.
Absolutely. But he's first got to overcome the current Renegades of Wrestling champion, who's a very, very crafty customer, Matty Haas. And my goodness, he's about to enter the arena.
This man, Levi Nixon, defeated Mitch Waterman at Indestructible in November 2024 to win the Renegades of Wrestling World Championships. He cashed in his Ring of Destiny title opportunity, which caused a ripple effect within his Ambush stable. A main event championship scene which is now muddled in confusion and turmoil. It could get even more muddled and tumultuous tonight if Scotty Roach manages to pull out a massive victory.
Well, yeah, Scotty Roach will have to pull himself out of the hotel across the road and get down to Northcote Theatre in a big clean hurry. But this is going to be an interesting one in that you've got, I think, slightly contrasting styles. Nixon's somewhat crafty, whereas Scotty Roach perhaps a bit more power and brawling style. So this will be very, very interesting indeed. I'm very keen to see who's going to come out on top here in an even contrasting contest. Let's go to Shane for reintroductions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Renegades of Wrestling World Championship. The referee for this match, Sam Edison. First, the challenger, weighing in at 210 pounds, hailing from Geelong, the
Zala, you were talking about the contrasting styles between Levi Nixon and Scotty Roach. Levi Nixon is one of the premier athletes in Australian wrestling, a fantastic, high-flying, fast-paced wrestler. Scotty, a bit more down and dirty, a bit more rough as he gets up in the face of Levi Nixon, showing a bit of that attitude, trying to get in Levi's head. What do you think the keys to victory are for Scotty Roach over an elite athlete like Levi Nixon?
Well, I think it is very much that Scotty's going to have to use the power, use the filth, and be no nonsense. And whereas, as I say, Nixon's going to be crafty, he's going to be agile, and that will be his approach. So very much two contrasting styles. Who can get a quick advantage? That might be a part of it, who decides who ends up to, with, as they say, who is going to hold the gold. And I love the gold.
Shane, the first time we've seen these two competitors face off here in Mayhem Pro, Levi Nixon asserting himself a little bit over Scotty Roach there. What do you think Levi is going to be looking to do to try get this match out of the way before his title defense, or potential title defense, tomorrow?
Well, look, it takes a lot of guts to walk into another promotion to defend your title, and just the confidence that you have to enter a match like that with. I've no doubt that Levi Nixon is well prepared for tomorrow and not even contemplating the possibility of not walking into tomorrow night as champion.
But I've no doubt that Scotty Roach has mapped out that exact possibility. Scotty Roach, he'll be wanting to be rushing to Northcote Theatre as the Renegades of Wrestling World Champion. But first, he has to get over Levi Nixon, who now whips him into the corner. No, Scotty with the reversal, sending Levi in. Levi ready for it though, seeing Scotty over the top rope. Scotty Roach taking in the midsection, rolling over the top, off the ropes. Scotty Roach, absolute head of steam, takes it, that big drop kick.
Well, there's a bit of a, I have to say, a bit of a surprise. Bit of the agility from Scotty Roach over Levi. It's not something I would have expected. A beautiful enziguri that sends Levi to the floor. There's a turn up for the books. Maybe that's what Scotty Roach has got to do. Pull out that factor U, as they call it, unexpected, and turn the tables on Levi Nixon.
Absolutely. I think there's a strong possibility that Nixon could be totally looking past how serious of a challenger Roach really is, because as we're seeing early on, Roach is going absolutely all out with this match. We've not seen him this aggressive in a long time. This is impressive.
Levi was ready for that attempted suicide dive from Scotty Roach. Going for a powder, but Scotty chasing him down, grabbing his hair. This is an example of the filth, the filthiest player in the game, as he sends Levi crashing into the guardrail.
Absolutely. Oh, a vicious chop.
Scotty Roach very much asserting himself with a hard European uppercut, clubbing the back of Levi Nixon's head, sending him into the canvas. Scotty Roach, he's on top early.
And I mean, you look at just some of the names that Levi Nixon has been able to defeat during his title reign. He's defeated people like Rich Waterman, Sam Yanis, Caveman Hug, even Anth Cava. These aren't any slouches that Nixon has been defending against. He has been really impressive during his run.
It has been like a different Levi Nixon of late, though. Since he cashed in that Ring of Destiny at Indestructible, it's thrown the ambush into disarray. And it would only serve to cause more chaos if Scotty Roach were able to pull a victory out here tonight. But at the moment, it's Levi Nixon who is on top of things here as he sends Scotty Roach into the corner head first.
And if he was taking things lightly early on, you can see that look in his eyes now. There is no doubt in my mind that Levi Nixon is taking Scotty Roach very seriously at this time.
Yeah, after maybe an initially not doing so, he's now really shifted up a gear and he's got him flat on the canvas. But you're quite right, Levi, whether it's singles or of course a great record in tag action with Sam Yanis as the Sexy Greek Boys, holding many tag titles. He's an accomplished traveller, and he's now sort of digging into that experience to make sure that Scotty Roach doesn't startle him again. And Scotty Roach having to work very hard to get back to his feet at this time.
He is slowing him down. He is grounding him. We are not seeing the speed that Roach was showing early on.
Scotty Roach gets out of the headlock with some rough, tough shots to the midsection. But Levi Nixon The canniness, the savageness of the veteran. He covers him. 1, 2. Scotty Roach, kick out there. Levi none too happy. It was a clear 2 count. He needs to spend some more time focusing on the filth. Scotty Roach throws the leg over. He's going to get a 5 count from the referee. Some underhanded tactics from Levi Nixon.
Well, absolutely using as much of the 5 count as he can, whether you like that or not. It's effective. And Scotty Roach staggering back to try to get to his feet. He's just in there now, but where did he dig those chops out of? They are filthy indeed.
Scotty Roach with a series of chops that cut off at the pass by Levi Nixon. The kicks to the midsection and a vertical suplex beautifully executed by the Renegades of Wrestling World Champion. Goes to the cover, only gets a 2 count.
Well, look, we saw glimpses of it yet again when Levi Nixon gets that confidence up and isn't taking Scotty Roach seriously. He pays for it. So once again, he's taking him down to the mat and not letting him get that speed up again. But if Nixon gets his confidence up and starts gloating to the crowd once again, will that be his downfall?
Levi Nixon with the headlock, but Scotty trying to will the crowd in thumping the canvas, trying to get some energy from the crowd, and it's working, pulling himself out. Levi still has that headlock cinched in, but Scotty now firing back with some punches to the midsection. Levi loses his grip. Scotty, absolutely rocks him with a series of right hands.
Absolutely powerful right hands, and this is where Scotty Roach perhaps has a bit of an advantage with the local crowd behind him. He's closer to home than Levi Nixon is, and now he's putting those power moves in that are his forte at a beautiful knee.
High knee from Scotty Roach as he goes back to the corner, lining up Levi Nixon off the ropes. Goes for, oh no, he went for the standing shooting star. Absolutely no luck though. Levi Nixon saw it coming. Levi up, goes for a kick. Scotty ducks. Crucifix.
Beautifully done.
1, 2. Oh, I thought he had him there for a moment. I thought he had it with the crucifix pin.
That was very, very close indeed. Not much gap between hand and canvas as now Scotty trying again.
Rolls him up. 1, 2. Not enough to put down the champion. It's going to take more to put down the champion than that. Levi Nixon gets him up at his shoulders. Scotty brings him down. The rolls over once again. 1, 2. Oh, another close call. I think you're right here, Shane. Like, Levi needs to make sure he is taking Scotty seriously. That was a few too close calls, I think.
And I think that might have been the wake-up call that he needs. This is where Levi needs to get himself into second gear.
Well, if that didn't wake him up, those hard chops taking the breath out of him certainly will. Scotty Roach heads into the corner, but followed by Levi. Oh, flying knee taking Scotty right in the midsection there. That is going to slow you down, but Scotty with a drop kick.
Well, this is I think where perhaps the competitors have both underscored each other, underestimated each other, because the Scotty Roach showing agility, Levi showing some power. It's been an amazing matchup of 2 top-class competitors, and right now it could be anyone's game, and this time it's Scotty looking for a pinfall.
Grabs the leg, covers in, but Levi Nixon, great ring awareness from the champion, gets his foot over the bottom rope. Scotty would be in his best interest, though, to be getting straight back on him, whereas now Levi's getting just out of the ring, a chance to catch his breath.
Absolutely, he needed to stay on him and not get frustrated. But smarts by Levi there. Don't kick out if you can get your foot on the rope. Save your energy for something else.
Scotty Roach here. He's lining up Levi Nixon. This is a trademark of Scotty Roach. He's going to go flying through the ropes. Takes out Levi Nixon on the outside. Scotty Roach has all the momentum all of a sudden here, and the crowd are right behind him. Will this be enough to will Scotty to victory?
That's it. He has to capitalize quickly. He can't afford to waste a second.
Well, it's not really the time for a refreshment yet. Have that with celebratory when you've got the 3 count or the tap out. And now I think he could be paying for
Levi
it.
Nixon with a roll up. 1, 2. The feeder on the ropes, and he got him. That's it. Levi Nixon grabbing his belt. He's happy to have retained. Just as you were saying it, Zali, it came to fruition. Scotty Roach He needed to be keeping on top of Levi, the canny, wily veteran, taking advantage of the situation, rolling him up, and also putting his feet on the ropes as well.
Well, that's the well-travelled Levi Nixon held onto his belt prior to Renegades of Wrestling tomorrow at Northcote Theatre, which will be a bumper crowd as well, including the Renegades Rumble. Thanks to our friends at Renegades for having Levi there, but Scotty disappointed, but certainly has the support of our Mayhem Maniacs right here, frustrated as he may be.
It is now time to crown the very best Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions!
We are finally here. The finals of the Mayhem Pro Tag Team Championship Tournament. The first ever Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions soon to be crowned. Will it be the Cycle? Ezekiel, Isaiah, disciples of Jab, undefeated here in Mayhem Pro. It's hard to look past them, but they are in for a massive challenge.
Well, someone with an interest in the tag team division is back with us, Country Chaos Kano. He's eager to grab the microphone and the headphones. I'm going to let him back in and be back for our final two matches.
Country Chaos Kano about to join us again at ringside, expert in the tag team division, to give his astute analysis. And I tell you what, the Cycle, Isaiah, Ezekiel, they are well and truly ready to go. They are on a 5-match winning streak here in Mayhem Pro, including their victory earlier tonight. But I tell you what, Country Chaos Kano, if there's any team that could overcome the Cycle, it's going to be these two. Jimmy Castle, Johnny Jets, the Physicals are here. Fresh off their victory earlier tonight, they are ready to go. They want those tag team championships. I think the crowd here at Bacchus Marsh and MayhemMania 2, I think they want it too.
They're definitely matching the energy tonight. Both teams are looking pretty good. Very good hands tonight. But it's just that last little push. Who wants it more?
Team contest is scheduled for one fall. It is the tournament final to determine the inaugural Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champion. Your referee this contest, Sam Anderson. Best, with a combined weight of 435 pounds, Isaiah and Ezekiel, the Cycle! The Cava, the Thunderbolt, Johnny Jets! Fantastic Jimmy Castle!
And the Physicals overcoming Happy Gas at the beginning of the show to make their way into the final. They have wanted gold. They have wanted gold for so long. This is their big opportunity. Will the Physicals or will the Cycle become the inaugural Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champion? Kano, if anyone is well placed to talk about, the Cycle getting the jump on the Physicals.
Again, they're a team. Once they smell that blood in the water, they're going to take advantage.
Well, you would argue that the Cycle are in a bit better shape coming into this match. They had a bit of an easier run and an easier victory, if you will, thanks to the interference of Blake Malley. The Physicals had a really hard-fought match earlier on in the night, but look at that. Look at this combination. A double hip toss, setting him over. But look out, the big man, Ezekiel, rather, the 6'10" giant, stalking the Physicals like a lion. Takes them down with a double clothesline.
Look at that size difference there. May be the determining factor in this match.
Well, the bell now finally able to be rung. We're down to two competitors in the ring. Ezekiel sending Johnny Jets into the corner. What a size difference between the big man and Johnny Jets. It's going to be all about the speed for the physicals to overcome the cycle.
Well, and speed means nothing if you are being overpowered as the physicals are early on.
Oh, good Lord, they are up in that higher district again.
My goodness, the strength! And that, Ezekiel is 6'10". Johnny Jets, he was a good 7'2" in the air there, but manages to escape and now laying in the kicks. Hey, big tree fall hard. Take out the legs and you stand a chance against Ezekiel.
Tell you what, you're going to need a big bloody axe for that guy. My God.
Kano, you know a thing or two about taking on the physicals. You were part of the team back in December that defeated the physicals. What were your keys to victory in that match?
Power, beer, more chili. That's it. And, you know, the help from the other guys is okay, but...
Well, Isaiah coming back in, taking down Johnny Jets at a beautiful standing moonsault. Only good enough for two. Jimmy Castle coming in to break up the pin. Gets back into the corner. A few choice words here from Isaiah to Jimmy Castle. Now heading back to work on Johnny Jets.
And we saw early on from Aaron the places that he would go thanks to that devotion that he was showing to jab. Now here with the cycle, we are seeing that exact same edge.
Oh, what is this? Ezekiel on the outside while the referee was distracted, taking out Johnny Jets.
It is that ruthlessness, that take no prisoners attitude, because in their mind, it is all about proving themselves to jab.
Isaiah stomping away and now bringing up Johnny to a standing position and rocking the midsection of him. Knee into the neck, cutting off not only the air supply, but also cutting off some of the key blood into the brain. I'll tell you what, Johnny Jets is going to be a little bit woozy after that. You can just see in the way he's standing. Isaiah gets him up for a vertical suplex. Oh, look at the strength. And again, we're talking about the effect of the blood. That's all rushing to Jets' head right now. Sends him down.
And we were saying earlier, the advantage for the physicals is absolutely that speed. But we are just not seeing them get the opportunity yet. Every time they are being cut off by the cycle.
Okay, no, Johnny Jets is in a bad way. He needs to get himself into the corner, not isolated in the cycle corner. He needs to get a tag.
He does need to get a tag. He's in the wrong corner right now, but I'll tell you what, the physicals, you can just see the tenacity in their eyes. They really want this match, but again, the cycles, they are just sniffing the blood in the water, you know?
Let's just look at this. Well, Ezekiel distracting the referee while Isaiah puts the choke on Johnny Jets. Stiff punches to the midsection from Ezekiel. Oh, just like a sack of potatoes, just catching Johnny Jets and sends it down with a tilt-a-whirl with authority. 1, 2, here comes Jimmy Castle breaking up the beat. I think he just saved the match for his team.
Look, it was almost at the stage where we may have not even seen Jimmy Castle enter the match had that not been saved by him right there.
Desperately reaching for his tag partner right now. He can't reach him. The strength of Isaiah just dragging him back.
It's just like a cat with a mouse at the moment.
Jimmy Castle desperately wants to get in, and a beautiful enziguri kick by Johnny Jets. Is that going to be enough? He gets the tag. Here comes Jimmy Castle. The ref didn't see the tag. He was distracted. In the referee's mind, the legal man is still Johnny Jets. My goodness.
Jimmy Castle is furious right now. The frustration is good, but he's not going to stay in that frustration. He needs to get back into compose himself.
Johnny Jets back in a place he does not want to be. He is a long way from home. Beautiful suplex by Isaiah. Not enough for the pin though.
No, but in the rest of the crowd here, they want to see the fantastic Jimmy Castle in action. They may not get the opportunity if things keep going this way. He's not going to be able to get tagged into this match.
Isaiah signaling that it's over, heading up to the top rope. Is he going to go for his picture perfect moonsault? He does! It was picture perfect, but it
Was it on target?
It was picture perfect for the canvas. How was that?
Johnny Jets manages to roll out of the way. This is his one chance. This is his chance. He needs to will himself to the corner of the tag. And I tell you what,
Isaiah, he could do with a tag in now to the big man as well.
And so far the cycle have been doing just that, tagging in and out, keeping control of the match. Will they maintain that level of control?
he gets the tag. Here comes Jimmy Castle. He's daring the big man to come in and sends him back into the corner with a drop kick. Grabbing Isaiah, sends him off. Reversal on the Irish whip.
Oh,
Hurricane from Jimmy Castle. He's ready to go. What's he going to do now to the big man? Drop kick over the top rope.
I tell you what, he's got that intensity in his eyes. Who knows what could happen here?
Picks him up, sends him down.
Is this it? Is this it?
Oh, close call. 2.5 there.
So close, but there you see it. That speed advantage suddenly comes into play as the physicals turn this match around.
From our vantage point here, I can see Ezekiel composing himself on the other side. Meanwhile, Johnny Jets is still in a bit of a state on the outside. Meanwhile, though, Jimmy Castle heading to the top rope. He's full of energy. He's ready to win this for the physicals. Climbing up to the top rope. Are we going to see that beautiful cross body?
Oh no.
Well, he misses, but he managed to stay on his feet. Lots of a sleeper hold.
Are we going to see new tag team champions right here? This could be it. He's got that locked in. No.
Oh, reversal. Headlock takedown there. And oh, a cutter. Oh, a beautiful cutter from Isaiah. 1, 2. Somehow, Jimmy Castle manages to get the right arm up. Saves the match for his team. Oh, but now, look out, here comes Ezekiel in once again. The referee needs to do something here to get them out. Going for their tag team move. This is a magic killer. Oh, but Johnny Jets back, he breaks it up. And we're going to see some tag team double teaming for the physicals. We are. They've got it up. Oh my goodness. A double vertical suplex taking the 6'10" giant down.
That is how you chop that big tree down. You need 2 big axes, and that's what we got.
Ezekiel falls to the outside. Johnny Jets, he's dialing it up. He's shooting at the man, a super kick. Jimmy Castle's up on the top rope. Are we going to see the crossbody?
Oh, Ronnie. Can we get the pin?
3 new cap. Kano. Physical.
It is. I can say this with the greatest respect. It is time to get physical.
That is the first time we've seen the cycle defeated here in Mayhem Pro in the longest time. Johnny Jets, Jimmy Castle have done it. The inaugural Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions.
Oh, the cycle. They're going to be with tails between their legs. That's just not their night tonight, the cycle. It is just not their night.
Not the cycle's night, but it's the physical's night. Johnny and Jimmy have done it. They've done it. They've won the first ever Mayhem Pro Tag Team Championship Tournament. They are the champions. But what must the cycle be thinking right now? Aaron is out of Mayhem Pro. Ezekiel and Isaiah have suffered their first loss in the longest time.
And I'll tell you what, the tag team division of Mayhem Pro just got crowned tonight. And those physicals, they're at that pinnacle now. They've got a big responsibility.
It is much harder to keep the championships than it is to win the championship. You have to know that teams like Happy Gas, like High Country, when you find yourself back in the ring against Kano.
Absolutely.
Teams like Team Relentless, teams like Bread and Chips are all going to be hunting, all going to be coming after the physicals. But for now, they can revel, they can enjoy the beauty of this moment because the physicals are the champions. And don't the sold-out crowd here at the Bacchus Marsh Public Hall, don't they love it? Jimmy making his way around the ring,
Johnny coming around too, hugging their fans. What a moment this is.
You know, you just got to give respect's due. They've heard that tonight.
They defeated Team Relentless in January. They defeated Happy Gas earlier tonight. They've done it the hard way. But there they are, standing tall, standing proud. Your new Mayhem Pro Tag Team Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Reid, Sam Madison.
Well, an unexpected visitor here at Mayhem Pro. Look, Hendricks wasn't on the format sheet. The winner of the 2024 Relentless Rumble. Lochy Hendricks is gracing us with his presence, Sally Goff.
He is back with us. I had the opportunity to talk to him just before things got underway here tonight, and my goodness, he wants it all. He wants the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship. He wants the Renegades Championship. You think he won every championship there is. But right now, he better get himself focused on his opponent tonight.
What's about to happen? The foregone
The
conclusion.
aspirationalist, Lochy.
The aspirationalist has most certainly made his intentions clear for 2025. An unexpected visit from him as he's running the ropes. He's shaped up. He's ready to go for a match.
Oh, absolutely, he's here. He's got his aspirations, so to speak, but right now he needs to focus on the task at hand. Someone who just keeps working harder and harder here at Mayhem Pro.
Well, he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. It looks as if his opponent is one of the most hard-filled, hard-working talents here at Mayhem Pro.
Definitely a hard-working competitor at Mayhem, and also I have to say around the Victorian wrestling scene, with sometimes tagging with partner in every way, like the artist Lochy, and I think Lochy Hendricks is going to have to really just focus and not just think this is one of his, as he tends to call it, easy nights at the office, because Elaine is a very, very fast-moving competitor. She's got plenty to attack with, and she's got the Mayhem Maniacs right behind her, Matty Huss.
Elaine Hope, she's bubbly, she's fearless, but more important, she is determined. And Lochy Hendricks, Shane Hero, Lochy will be doing himself a great service to make sure he's not looking past Elaine Hope tonight.
Oh, definitely not, and I will give him credit. I don't think Lochy Hendricks ever looks past anyone. He is focused, he is determined, and it shows in the results for Lochy Hendricks.
The crowd well and truly behind your girl Elaine Hope here tonight. This would be a massive breakout victory for Elaine if she was able to knock over the 2024 Relentless Rumble winner, Lochy Hendricks.
Oh, absolutely so. She's been part of Relentless now since debuting the 2022 Relentless Rumble, the first Relentless Rumble ever. And she just keeps working her way up the ranks, adding to her repertoire. And well, could we possibly see Air Hope tonight? I'm not sure, but if she takes off, then Lochy Hendricks' aspirations might be the thing that is grounded.
Lochy is serving himself early on in the match, but Elaine with a beautiful takedown there of Lochy Hendricks. Showing a little bit of sass there herself. Lochy might have just been woken up a little bit there, Shane.
I think he was. I think that may have caught him off guard. I don't think he expected this kind of fury out of Elaine Hope right out of the gates.
Hard right forearms and whoa, a massive chop in the corner from Elaine Hope. That got the crowd up and about. Silencing the crowd, going for it again. Oh, another massive chop.
I am impressed. I've known Elaine for a long time now, pretty much since she started in this business, and this is the most, as you say, furious I've ever seen her. She looks like the proverbial house on
Dropping the
fire.
rope and taking Lochy Hendricks out to the outside. All of Lochy Hendricks' momentum taking him out. What's Elaine going to do here? Dives and takes out Lochy with a massive cross body. My goodness, what a move from Elaine Hope.
That is what she calls air hope, Manny and Shane, and by goodness does she fly. Tullamarine, be careful, because you could need to go alert the air traffic controllers.
Elaine looking to fly again, heading up to the top rope. Lochy is in quite a state at the moment.
He's not had an opportunity yet.
And another beautiful crossbody, another air hope. 1, 2, oh, 2.5, I'd have to call that. Elaine Hope is coming out strong in this match against the Aspirationalists.
I think that's a good tactic. Catch him off guard, get him early, and he is a wily veteran. The longer it goes on, he's perhaps got more experience to draw on. And the thing is, she's really throwing everything in. Beautiful kicks, huge chops. I have not seen the like of that before. Here we go again.
A splash and a cover. 1, 2, has the leg. Oh, Lochy kicks out at 2.
I'm just going to, Sam Anderson, our referee, confirming that was 2, but he was getting the tan very close to the mat for the third time. And Elaine, she's pulled another, a reversal by
Lochy, taking down Elaine Hope, lining her up now. Gets her up, flapjacks her over the top rope.
That could be the turning point in this match as Elaine's momentum has stopped.
So a massive spear from Lochy Hendricks taking down Elaine. I think it might be about to become quite elementary. Lochy picking up Elaine, has her for the suplex, sends her down. That is it. A valiant effort by Elaine Hope. Some amazing high-flying moves. But not enough. Lochy Hendricks managing to pull the win out. Perhaps a little bit tougher than what he was anticipating. Oh, now he's going for the microphone. We get to hear from the Aspirationalists.
Well, he seems to have a grudge against many of the students at Relentless School of Pro Wrestling.
I think he's got a grudge with all these crowds too.
Short and sweet. No matter what happens tonight in the main event, the result will stay the same. Because when the champ retains his championship, Erika is crowned the new champion, they will fall to the foregone conclusion. Because in 2025, the Aspirationalist becomes Mayhem Pro Internet Champion.
Lochy Hendricks has his eyes set on the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship. He just wants to hunt everything that's important to everyone. It's all about Lochy Hendricks in the mind of the Aspirationalist.
Well, very true. He's got his goals and aspirations set and looking quite confident about them. But, well, you can talk a big game, but in the end you've got to back it up with actions. And she's not on side with some of our MayhemMania.
It is now time for our MayhemMania The following contest is for the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship.
This is a match that goes deeper than the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship. This is a match that goes even deeper than a rivalry.
Absolutely so, Nibby.
This is about heart. This is about soul. This match is truly about one's entire self.
Here she is! The matriarch of Mayhem! The Dreamtime Voodoo Witch!
And the #1 contender to the Mayhem Pro Internet Championship. This is Erika Reid!
Oh, Erika Reid, a very proud warrior, Matty Huss. It's just become so intense between her and the champion over recent times, and some, well, it's almost disturbing comments on social media from Erika during the week about what she plans to do, but it really is, it's another all on the line, and well, like an earlier match, Erika's just as much a part of Mayhem as people like JXT, and look, I struggle to imagine what it would be like if she loses. I just can't think about it.
If Erika loses to Jab tonight, she has to surrender herself to Jab and to the cycle. If that happens, a very, very large piece of the fibre, the fabric of Mayhem Pro will disappear, and Erika well and truly knows the weight that is on her shoulders in this match.
Well, very, very much that is the case. And the Mayhem Maniac's right behind her. She's going to need every ounce she can get against Disciple. It's such an emotional time since losing her friends. And, she's pumped up. She had a great support there to come out. But now comes one of the most, twisted opponents, with all due respect, I've ever seen.
This is a man who at one point was best friends with Erika Reid.
I've tried my best to give you a good life.
My goodness, the mind games being played even before the match.
The fucking music doesn't even work.
As the smoke goes off on the stage, we await the presence of this man. This is a man who is suffering severe depression, going through erratic phases of obsession, alcoholism, all through which Erika Reid supported him. But this deluded, evil human being can't even see that he has made it his mission to eradicate Mayhem Pro of Erika Reid. Will he achieve his dream tonight here at MayhemMania 2?
Well, it would be the ultimate in all, his twisted dreams. I'll try to be diplomatic. I won't use your words. I don't blame you for using them. But there's just this delusionalism about him, this devotion, and he just seems to I don't understand why he has turned against her after that support. And Erika, she sees it differently. She sees this man as sad and lonely, borderline megalomaniac that he has. And this is just, as we said, this is so personal.
These two have been through so much, yet Jab has targeted Erika Reid, seemingly as an enemy. He systematically stole all those close to her. Remember, it was Jab who instigated the implosion of the prehistoric death cult. Erika's family, Erika's heart and soul and dreams, this man took away after Shane Hero.
The moment has finally arrived. The following contest is stipulation. Should the challenger lose this contest, she has agreed to surrender her name, give up her hand to the champion in holy union, and join the cycle. Your referee for this contest, Sam Addison. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 132 pounds, hailing from the dream time of Wretched Country, the last remaining member of the prehistoric Death Cult. She is the first Indigenous woman to ever compete in TNA wrestling. She is the current Oceanic Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. She is the heart and soul of women's wrestling in Australia today. The matriarch of Mayhem, the Dreamtime Voodoo Witch, Erika.
She is ready. She is ready for this moment. My goodness, she needs every bit of readiness she can get, Maddie.
And her opponent, weighing at 210 pounds, he is known as the Prophecy, your one true savior. The way, the truth, the light, the leader of the cycle. He is the longest reigning champion in Mayhem Pro history. He is the fastest rising star in Australian wrestling today. He is the Mayhem Pro Internet Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, returning from paradise, this is
As the Mayhem Pro Internet Champion, Jab holds his belt up high. Zarligot, the locker room has emptied. People are standing here in the Bacchus Marsh Public Hall. The sheer gravity of this situation that we face here tonight at MayhemMania 2. Everyone is appreciative of it.
Well, it is an amazing moment. I'm a little stunned, to be honest, by the gravity of it. There is that title drop. That's what it's all about. Well, it's more than just that, as we say. It's so personal. It is just so intense between these two.
Well, Erika, not wasting any time at all, sending Jab into the corner, but giving up a weight disadvantage. It doesn't matter, the Fez press takes our Jab, lays into him. This is all the anger, this is all the emotion coming out right now as Erika Reid heads back to the corner, charges a Jab, strikes him.
Think of everything that Erika Reid is fighting for here tonight. Yes, it's for the championship, but it is for so much more. It is so personal for her. She has lost everything to Jab in the last few months, and we are seeing it all come out here tonight.
Erika can be intense, gentlemen, but I have never seen this level of intensity. This is through the roof and out the stratosphere, and the Mayhem Maniacs right behind her, the looks on their faces. And as I was saying to Maddie just a few moments ago, Shane, the things she said this week on social media, almost a little disturbing, but she knows that it's all on the line. It's just...
I mean, we saw people earlier tonight putting their career...
Two count there.
We saw people putting their career on the line. But this is something else entirely. We heard the stipulation. Erika has
Over the first one to a power bomb by Jab. He goes to the cover. Kick out at two by Erika. Desperate kick out by Erika.
Erika has offered to put her very name, her very being on the line here in this match with Jab.
Well, that's how much it meant to her to try to conquer this after, as we've said, everything taken away from her, and after a fast and fiery Dreamtime start, it's now turning into a little bit of a nightmare and bigger. Well, that's the thing. He's got the power advantage. Erika's going to have to, as they say, shuck and jive, duck and weave, and use her speed. But right now, she's being slowed right down, and things beginning to look a bit grim. Although she tried to fight her way back, the Jab overpowering her.
Vertical suplex by Jab takes down Erika once again. Erika knows what she is up against tonight. Oh, what is that? Showboating from Jab. Goodness gracious.
Absolute disrespect to be doing that to someone in the middle of a match, and he knows it.
Erika knows what she is up against tonight. Jab has taken everything from her, and Erika stands alone. She has no one to define her but herself. My goodness, as she gets thrown with a fall-away slam halfway across the ring by Jab. Erika is supported only by her ancient ancestors. They've reminded her of a version of her that predates Jab. The prehistoric death cult, even professional wrestling. Erika is tapping in to her purest self tonight. That is the self that she must bring if she is to overcome the Mayhem Pro Internet Champion Jab.
Well, she needs every milligram of it that she can get, every measure she can grab, because there were times in terms of respect, Jab even
going
refused
for a
to
pump kick that misses.
Jab refused to even be in the ring at the same time as they're in a tag team match. And this is how intense this has become. And off credit where it's due. Big drop kick, and Erika, well, in some degree of trouble here. And Jab once again, gloating away there, but Erika is Jab saying here?
It's as if he's talking to a different version of Erika. What was that? Well, whatever it was, he now has her. Look at the power advantage of Jab. Sends her over with another suplex. Takes her down. Erika is feeling every blow that she's taking tonight.
Just look at the pain on her face, and you know it is so much more than just the physical pain.
Goes for the cover, 1, 2, kick out at 2. Well, that's what Erika sees what we all see, Shade. I mean, she sees Jab for the sad, lonely man, the megalomaniac that he is. Because she sees in Jab every abusive, manipulative narcissist that's ever held down a race. This is about more than even just Erika. This is about spirit. Oh, and another suplex from Jab. My goodness.
You cannot put into words what it is like to be in the presence of Jab. He is manipulative. He is the sway that he will have over people. We see it in the cycle and the things that those men will do in devotion to him. Think of what it takes to make another man devote themselves to you, and somehow Jab is able to do that. Yet Erika resisting that with everything she has.
Erika heading back into the corner, charging at Jab, but he locks her in a tight headlock and takes her down. Jab slowing down the pace. It's worth noting, we haven't seen Jab compete in the Mayhem Pro ring since June 2024. That is when he defeated, well, formerly known as Sid Parker, who we now know as Aaron, for the Internet Championships, retained it in Anarchy Rules 3. That is when Aaron sold his soul to Jab. This is the first time we've seen Jab in ring in a while, but he is looking very, very good.
I mean, it's true what they say. He is absolutely the fastest rising star in Australian wrestling today.
Oh my God, another throw from Jab. How much more of this can Erika sustain?
Oh, that's the thing. You can have all the spirit you want, but how many of those suplexes can you endure? And Shane Hero, you witnessed the contract signing between these two. I just can't imagine how the intensity of that experience.
Oh, the tension between those two was palpable.
Oh, Erika firing back with solid blows to the midsection. The crowd rallying behind Erika. Reid absolutely rattling Jab here. Oh, he gets her locked up behind, takes in the corner, but Erika pushes back
Rolls through the spin cover. 1, 2. Oh, Erika nearly had Jab there. He knew it. Shoulder block taking down Erika now.
And just, look, we know what is on the line for Erika, but for Jab, for him, as
Full drop toe hold into the turnbuckle.
he will have to get himself back up again because he is fighting for so much himself. For him, the opportunity to basically own Erika means so much to him.
Yeah, own Erika, almost own Mayhem Pro. He just about had everything in his grasp. And Erika fighting for all she's worth against this narcissist, this delusionalist. And she's got to put everything in.
Oh, a drop kick to the shins. Takes down Jab. Slams his head against the apron. That is rubber for the Internet Champion. Erika, she's feeling it. She's willing the crowd. She's feeding off the energy. Off the ropes. Is she going to dive through? She does. Takes out to
she's caught.
Oh no! What is he going to do? Don't do it! Oh God! Right into the middle! God! Oh, he's going to do it again! No!
Not all 4 posts, surely not.
That will cause irreparable damage to one spine. Erika manages to get out, but Jab picks her up again. The power advantage once again coming into play. Oh my God! Oh, Hurricane Rana into the ring post. Jab is down.
Erika, with every ounce of energy she can possibly muster, with so much on the line here.
I think she dug back before the dawn of time to find the end there, before the prehistoric Death Cup, before there was any history at all. How on earth did she manage to reverse that after 2 times he slammed into post?
Both competitors slow to get to their feet, but Erika gets up and sends Jab down with the boot, right to the count, as you've rightly said, Zali. The crowd once again rallying behind Erika as she picks up Jab, and a vicious chop as Jab is against the guardrail there. Erika's going to need to think about breaking the count again, but she wants to inflict more damage. Oh, a chop right to the chest again. That will completely take the wind out of you and set you back a long way in a tough match like
The
this.
look on in her face at the moment, which perhaps I've got the best angle on, I almost had to move back a metre and the chop. This is an intense Erika Reid. This is a fast and fiery Erika Reid. Now she's going up high. She wants to finish this. She wants to make sure that she's
caught by Jab. Sends her up. Oh, he's got her up. He's got her up. Sends her down. Sends her down. That's the Uber driver. Goes to the cover. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, that was so close. The AA neckbreaker, the Uber driver, as Jab calls that. Not enough. Not enough to put down Erika Reid.
I don't know how she kicked out of it. She's placed down on the canvas. I'm not sure what other interviews she can find. What has Jab got in mind here? He's just,
Is that what I think it is? Is there no depths to which he will not stoop? This man is vile.
Vile. This is just sick. That was a gift from Erika to Jab in his darkest times. Now he's pulling it out to use as a psychological weapon. Puts it in her hands. Erika now just realizing what it is that she is holding. How is this going to affect her?
well, she's been caught off guard.
The Wanderer's way, the spinning heel kick. He has her up again, once again with the Uber driver. That's got to be it. 1, 2. Oh, Erika kicks out. How did she do that?
I don't know what, because she's been crushed emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, but there's still something in there, the heart of a fighting person, and I just don't know where she's getting it from.
Oh, not the cycle. Isaiah, Ezekiel, what are they doing out here? We should have expected this, but still, no.
We knew that there were no depths that Jab wouldn't sink to, so of course he would have the cycle out here at ringside.
The odds incredibly stacked against Erika Reid right now as Jab lining her up. Is he going to be looking for the stigmata? Has her the goozle. Picks her up. Erika slips out. Oh, drops him with a jawbreaker. Erika firing up, feeding up the energy of this crowd. It's all she's got. Oh, and Jab gets her again. Can't quite get her up. Tries again. Oh, and he sets her down. Oh, she's Beds in half. One.
No, it isn't.
No one here at MayhemMania 2. No one at Bacchus Marsh can believe that Erika Reid just kicked out.
Right now you have to ask, what is it that is willing Erika on? Is it the championship, or is it so much more? The fact that on the line she is offering to give up her name, to give up who she is that the thing most motivating Erika in this moment? And will it be enough to see her through?
Well, the odds stacked against her in many ways. You've now got the cycle out there. These two didn't win the tag championships. Aaron no longer here, part of the cycle. It's sort of like the mathematical odds that somebody's going to break for the cycle, but no, Erika got out of the way of the moonsault.
Even Isaiah and Ezekiel were telling Jab not to do that. He should have listened to him. Jab misses Erika, completely wipes themselves out. Is this the opportunity that Erika needs? How much more has she got to... Oh, what? No!
He's been banished.
What is Aaron doing here? He's been banished from Mayhem Pro and Joseph.
Aaron and Joseph, what are they doing here? This is
Here
disgraceful.
are the signature rogues, the former members of the prehistoric death cult who surrendered themselves to Jab. Why do they have to be out here?
The cycle was bad enough, but these are the former men. No!
It's St. Parker! It's Jahari!
That's St. Parker! That's not Joseph and Aaron! It's Jahari and St. Parker! The prehistoric death cult are here!
There is hope, yes! Jahari, St. Parker! Oh my God, they're working together as a team!
They take down the two members of the cycle. Aaron had to leave, but Jurassic Punk is back. And suddenly, the odds are even, gentlemen.
The crowd cannot believe what they've just seen! And now, Sid Parker, Jahari, leaving through the crowd! What on earth have we just witnessed?
The prehistoric death cult lives!
But Erika, she still needs to dig deep into her soul! Can she possibly pull out the victory now?
She needs her soul. She needs every ounce of prehistoric energy. She needs these Mayhem Maniacs here at Bacchus Marsh more than ever, but the odds are at least even. There has to be the true spirit, the spirit of decency that is Erika Reid. So is there a hope, gentlemen? It just could be.
Both competitors pulling themselves to the feet on the apron, a precarious position. Erika rocking Jab with left forearms. Where is she getting this energy from? A shock! I just can't believe I'm in shock! I'm in absolute shock, as is the crowd here at Bacchus Marsh. Oh, Jab with the goozle, he has it on the neck. And Erika firing back, shot straight to the jaw of Jab. Rocks him, he's down!
How is she doing this? She may be short in stature and size, but although that kick could have winded her sails, but she was fighting and fighting.
It's supposed to be me.
And somehow, just when we thought perhaps the tide had turned, maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe Jab was still...
You were supposed to love me!
Erika spitting in the face of Jab.
Was that in one last defiant
Oh my
act?
God, no! The apron!
That was it. The last defiant act of Erika Reid.
In the face of the insults, in the face of the pile drive on the hardest part of our ring, surely
Look at the face of Jab. He has lost it. He is going to depths that we even didn't know existed.
our official almost pleading with Erika to stop, but she won't.
Erika is not giving up. Jab back in the ring, back to his feet. He can't even believe that Erika is still in this.
It's about the championship. It's about her name. It's about everything. It means so much to Erika Reid to keep her going, but you have to believe right now, that was the last gasp. That last defiant act from Erika Reid. She can't possibly have anything more left.
What is going through Jab's mind right now? He seems, it's almost as if he's having second thought. Let's not forget, Jab and Erika, years and years and years promise of friendship. Jab seems to be diving into the depths of his very soul, trying to figure out what to do here. Let's not forget, it was Erika that gave him the bag of charms to protect him. But then Jab changed, the delusion started, but... Oh, rocked into the corner with an elbow by Erika Reid. She goes back, launches again.
That hereditary spirit will not die. She is fighting. Look at the look on her face. Look at the intensity, Shane and Maddie.
The moment of trepidation from Jab costing him dearly here as Erika, with a full head of steam, reverses, rocks the jaw at Jab. Drops him. Drops him. Erika needs the cover. She needs to get Jab down to get a cover. This is her chance.
Is she looking for that pile driver? She was looking for it, but it could...
Jab's got her up again. Another Uber driver. That's the fourth one in this match. Whoa, wondrous way spinning heel kick.
Oh my God, look at the face on Jab.
Picks her up. Oh, Erika! Somehow managed to reverse it. Gets him up.
You've got to be kidding me! There's no way! There's no way!
He's got the grip. Can she finish him off?
Erika Reid! Mayhem Pro Internet Champion!
But not only has she won the Internet Champion, she has retained her soul.
She always was! She always will be! Erika Reid!
What a match, Matty Huss.
Absolutely incredible, Charlie Gold. Erika Reid.
She has overcome all the odds. The cycle.
They are on their feet here at a sold-out Bacchus Marsh public hall. MayhemMania 2 will live forever in history as the day that Erika Reid defeated Jab, the day that Erika Reid put the final nail in the coffin of the cycle. Erika Reid is your new champion.
How she did it. The cycle. The odds. Jab's disrespect, her spirit almost crushed beyond any measure, and yet she is holding the title. She is holding the title in front of the adoring fans here at Bacchus Marsh, and the fans absolutely fervent in their admiration for Erika Reid. The Dreamtime Voodoo Witch has turned the dream into reality, Maddie.
She had no one in her corner. She had no one to define her but herself, supported only by her ancient ancestors who reminded her of the real, the true version of Erika Reid. The prehistoric Death Cult, Sid Parker to Ari reappearing.
Well, I've got to give it to Shane Hero. Always was, always will be what brilliant way to put it. I couldn't have put it down myself. And the moment for Erika Reid, who is the matriarch of Mayhem, as she becomes the champion, and the emotion pouring out of Erika. I've seen her win titles before, but this one just seems even more important than ever. The heart, the soul of Mayhem Pro has been saved, and more importantly, the heart and the soul of the Dreamtime Voodoo Witch, Erika Reid, has been saved. Look at her dance! Revel in this moment, Erika! Revel in this moment!
Embracing Shane Hero, someone who's been with her the whole journey, making her way around her loyal fans. I tell you what, Sally, what a moment we have witnessed here at Mayhem Pro, MayhemMania 2. Mark this day, Saturday, 8th of March, 2025. This day will live forever in the annals of history. Erika Reid is your new Mayhem Pro Internet Champion. The cycle have been absolutely decimated tonight. They lost in the tag team tournament. Aaron lost and was banished from Mayhem Pro, and now Jab has lost the Mayhem Internet Championship. This night, MayhemMania 2 completely changes the direction of Mayhem Pro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Mayhem Pro, MayhemMania 2. On behalf of Shane Hero, on behalf of Zali Gold, I'm Matty Huss. We'll see you next time, Mayhem Maniacs.
Do you want to be a pro wrestler? Then sign up now to the Relentless School of Pro Wrestling.
Located 50 minutes west of Melbourne with a full gym, strength and conditioning coaches, a nutritionist, and world-traveled professional wrestling coaches to help you achieve your goal in professional wrestling business. Whether you want to be a wrestler, a manager, referee, or just involved in the industry, with no tryout required, the Relentless School of Pro Wrestling is here to help you achieve your goals.
All you have to do to start your journey is sign up now to be relentless.